All right, let's get the show on the road. I am so electric right now because right now, really, my life is so goddamn great. All right, it is. I'm not a millionaire, but I am a millionaire in the sense that I feel like a millionaire because I feel like I have friends that appreciate me. I have family that love me. I excuse the deity, but I feel blessed to be breathing right now, to be actually sharing this with you, and to be here kind of like conversing and sharing my thoughts and my feelings with you. I don't know, it just feels great for some reason. It just feels good. And talking about feeling good, and speaking of friends, on the show today is one of my dearest friends, one of my closest friends. He's one of the best musicians in the world, all right? One of the best musicians on planet Earth will be gracing us with his presence here. So here we go. Without further ado, here is Basi.
Thank you, Ricky. Thanks for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to practice a little bit my English since I'm not from here.
That's right.
I'm going to do my best. The English is not my native language.
I know. And I think this is the first time we've actually talked in English.
Yeah, mixed up. Yeah, we always talk mixed up like we used to in Eagle Pass, Texas. Beautiful border town that we mix everything. We mix couples in words, Spanish and English. Also, we're good at mixing up drinks also. But yeah, thank you.
So you're a musician, right?
Yes.
How the hell did you get into music in the first place? Like, what was the first thing that really got you into music?
I guess I was so depressed because of the fact that I was growing up in a very, very small town with no opportunities whatsoever. And so I turned into music because I guess it transported me in my mind and my soul to somewhere else. And I remember I used to listen to the radio, to Del Rio. It had like a rock station or pop station.
Yeah, what was it called? I don't remember.
And I remember I would wait for the songs to come out on the radio so I could record them on cassettes.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about that yesterday. I was listening to "We Built This City."
All right. It was a revelation, actually. You know what?
Awesome.
When me and my friends discovered rock and roll, I remember I heard for the first time Appetite for Destruction. Paradise City. From Guns N' Roses, right? It was a big thing, and I would wait all day on the radio just for that song to come out, so I could record that. And then my friends at school, we were like maybe 10 or 11 years old, something like that, around there. And they would bring cassettes with the one from Metallica also.
Oh,
and we were listening to it, and they said, "Hey, look, check that out! Check what it does with the guitar and at the same thing with the pedal, right?" And there was like a big thing, and it was like,
oh man, that's awesome.
You know, the weirdest sounds that you have heard is like the tires screeching, or maybe the dude who sells the colchas and that was the weird thing.
Right.
That was the thing. So anyway, rock became a really big part of my life, and that's the kind of music I started playing along with. Anthrax, Sepultura, Slayer, what else? Metallica, of course.
All the devil worshipping bands.
Yeah, I was a little devil worshiper myself. And,
that turned out pretty well.
Yeah, it's fun. You'll get in trouble. I mean, it's fun. The devil is fun.
Yeah. I mean, how can he not be?
Yeah, God is more like a John Lennon kind of type, guy, right? He's more relaxed and he's more deep, and he's like always smoking weed and whatnot.
Right.
And the devil is like Kanye West, right? He gets up there and speaks his mind, and even though he's just telling a lot of bullshit or whatever, but he does his thing. Gets things done.
right. So you've had this illustrious musical artistic career, which I'm a big fan. I mean, I love your lyrics. I mean, I've even helped you out with 3 music videos already.
Yeah, you directed 3 music videos, and I mean, and I love working with you because you're my friend, and you know me, and you know exactly what I want, and you make it work, and it's fun.
Yeah. So And I mean, you're a very deep dude, and you're very different from normal people. All right. So, what do you think is like the three things, or the thing, or the two things that really radically changed your life? That you said, like, holy shit.
Well, first, I don't know. I remember I see myself back then when I was like a little kid, maybe 6 years old, and maybe further back. I've always asked a lot of things, and I was really I would have observed everything.
An asker,
an
observer,
and ask myself, why this, why that. I remember the first question.
Question things.
Yeah, I think to question things has been my drive. Always question things, everything. You don't settle for just whatever, you know.
Right.
Everybody will tell you that they have the answer, and I don't have answers for everyone.
Right.
I have some pieces of my own puzzle that I have put together and have worked for me. But I think that's, if I would say something to someone, is say just question myself, question yourself, and even though you come out with whatever theory or whatever results, then question again and keep on experimenting, and you know, until you hit rock bottom, like we were talking about.
Right.
Yeah. So that's has been like the essence of myself, and my essence has been that way. It's being just to observe and to experiment and to question. And I love a good conversation with someone who knows who's talking what's talking about.
Right.
And whatever subject is. I love to learn also. I love to learn. I love, you know, finding out how things work. Not only like in a mechanical way, but how does a human being work in his mind, and when he mixes his feelings.
Okay, let's talk about that. About feelings, specifically about feelings. Like whenever you're in a shithole, in a situation where it's like in a really rough situation, and I mean, you're married, so you're automatically in shitty situations.
I'm actually,
like, I mean,
separated.
Okay.
Still by you know, by law, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right, that's well. Okay, well, I mean, let's take that for example.
Yes, because
how do
he's
you
gonna watch the videos.
How do you take yourself out of a shitty situation? And then this is regardless of any situation. I mean, what do you say to yourself to get yourself out of that shitty situation?
Well, you have to you have to hit rock bottom if you want to go. When you hit rock bottom, the only way is up. So if you feel shitty, just go deeper, man, until you right, man.
So if you're gonna fuck up,
be a champion. Be a champion.
Be the best
fuck up ever.
All right.
And then you'll figure things out, and then, you know, just take a moment and you know, say to yourself, man, I mean, I can't go. I mean, this is it.
So that's what you do, right? I mean, if you get yourself into a shitty situation and it's not shitty enough, you go deeper.
I think that the majority of people, when they get into they're gonna get into shitty business, you know.
We're all gonna fuck up.
Yes, and you know that you're gonna fuck up.
Yes.
In the back of your mind, or maybe in your heart, there's a little voice that says, "Man, you're taking this decision. You're making this decision. And it's gonna take you to a shitty situation," but you don't listen.
Right.
You're just gonna let
yourself. Though.
Yeah, you know, because most of the people like to be how do you say what's the word ¿Cómo se dice? Victims.
Okay.
They love to be victims because
right.
they need that's the way they earned a little bit of
love,
yes, and attention.
Even love from yourself.
Yes, maybe
I feel shit.
It's like for example, the writers, they always put. I mean, look at me. We always put ourselves in shitty situations so we can have something to write about.
Right.
Sorry about that. Yes. Yeah, but we go that way, and but a good thing. It's maybe that's our therapy, and maybe. Everybody can be an artist and everybody can write, and of
course
they just need to be brave and understand that, you know, and accept the fact that you are lying to yourself every moment. You lie to yourself and you invent all this.
What does that mean? What do you mean you lie to yourself?
We lie to ourselves.
All of us.
Yes, we invent something in order to, and we hold on to that lie to make things happen. And I'm not saying.
Well, what is your lie, for example?
My lie is right now. My lie is that I'm gonna go to Miami and I'm gonna be a rock star.
Right.
That's my lie.
But you already are a rock star.
No. You know what? But I'm gonna let's put it. I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna make it this way or that way,
right.
And you find yourself a lot of reasons that are lies because everything is in the air and nothing is concrete. Nothing nothing you can hold in your hands.
Right.
So I call it a lie, not because you are being a hypocrite.
That's interesting.
Yes, but it's a fantasy. It's a lie that you hold on to those lies and fantasies to make things work for you in some way or another. And
or sometimes it doesn't even the lie like you're so fucking right, man. No. It's just because I mean it's like whoa, revelation.
Look,
interesting. No. But I mean like for example, like you can lie to yourself to make yourself better, but even there's a shitload of people, I'm not gonna say who, that lie to themselves to make them feel like shit. Like I'm not a good parent. I'm not a good guy. You lie to yourself.
Oh, okay.
In order to.
Well, that's lack of love for yourself, and it's self-pityness and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, when did you learn to love yourself?
I think I've always loved myself. I was like I'm a cool guy to hang out with in my mind, you know.
Right.
Because
and you've always had that since you were a kid.
Yeah.
Never lost confidence.
No, I don't think so. Because I was raised in a family that they allowed me to
be confident.
To be confident about myself, and they never judged me or whatsoever in any way.
They never judged you.
Maybe they were expecting something else, that for sure. I mean, that's the job of the parents, right, to expect something else. But they actually embraced the fact that I was different, from what they were expecting or whatever. And I am very much loved, and I feel very much blessed. But at the same time, you go through these phases, of your teenage angst or whatever, and sometimes you structure things in your mind and your heart that there are definite things that you think there are going to be definite things. I mean, I believe in this, and this is definite. And what I have come to learn that nothing is definite. Everything is in the air.
Like when you were a kid, when you were a teenager,
you can't hold on.
You
to
were
those
like,
things.
this is definite.
Yeah, like for example,
like feelings, or what are you talking
maybe
about?
Feelings, maybe
lives?
ways of thinking. Like look, I'm against religion, and I grew up thinking of or ruling my lifestyle with thinking about like this way. Okay, example, religion doesn't mean shit. Right? We don't need religion, and you know what? Now I think different. I think religion is good. I think if you master something, and you by being disciplined comes along like a religion. Like every Sunday you go to church. So if you being religious is not bad. Being a fanatic, it is. Being a totalitarian, it is. Because that means like it's like a dictatorship.
You lose the ability to question things.
You lose the ability to question and to experiment.
But one thing that I do, because it's no secret. I mean, I do not believe in God, but I envy people. I envy people that do. Not because I'm cynical or whatever. I mean, I just don't do it just because I don't, because I just can't. I can't assimilate that, I can't process that. But I really believe, maybe that's a religion in itself, but I really believe that the fact that you can believe in something, in anything, Buddha, Allah, God, Jesus, whatever, anything that can help your life, maybe it's the lie, You never know. It's the lie to help you get through life, man.
I think talking with you and a lot, we talked about a lot of.
We talk a lot about shit.
I mean, we have endless nights, and I love one of your poems. You talk about this endless nights about talking about philosophical things and religious things and all that stuff. And for starters, like going back to the question that you told me, what can I say to people that to go get out from a shitty lifestyle or whatever,
from a shitty situation?
I think the best thing that I could say someone that I could relate words and structure words to give a message to someone that he can accept and understand. It's see yourself you have to see yourselves as the best fucking book ever fucking written, and you are the writer, man. You're the writer of your own fucking book, man. And this is the book. This is the tree. This is the fruit that come out, and they're gonna be badass. And you said that. I mean, you have to see it that way.
Right.
If not, you're still a book, but you're gonna let someone else write on it, and that's fucked up.
Ha! Interesting. No. That's really interesting because, I mean, who was it that said this? I think it was Steve Jobs that said, don't live someone else's life.
Yeah, I mean, and most people.
So okay,
I don't want to believe. I believe a lot in humanity. I believe in the intelligence of humanity, and I don't want to think, because I used to think this way. I was tired of humanity, and I was, but no, it's not. It's not that they want to be victims. It's just that they don't know better. They haven't tried.
And they meaning us.
Yeah, and
we don't know better.
And we haven't known. I mean, I'm starting to live. Maybe I'm about to be 40.
Dude, I feel like I'm barely starting.
Yeah, because you're more conscious of things. You know what's happening. If you live,
I feel like the first 40 years of my life were like my childhood years. Weird.
I don't know. I've loved my life all throughout. I mean, I can't say. I mean, I've been in very terrible situations, and I say, "Fuck this." I mean, fuck her, man. How can I, and cuss and whatever and curse and whatever. But everything is an experience, and everything you have to learn from, and you have to overcome and become better. And you have to. I mean, that's why you go. Like, for example, let's say medical school. You go to medical school in Mexico, for example, teachers' way, they would, call you. There's like a pavilion.
Medical school in Mexico.
In Mexico,
right?
Okay, classes are in like this big pavilion. How do you call it?
Yeah.
And they call you up among 300 maybe
people,
300 or whatever people, up to the front and give class. And if you fuck up, they say the fucking teachers. I mean, there's been cases that students they kill themselves because there's so much pressure from the professors.
Wow.
Right. So, but the ones who get out, it's fucked up, and it should be. I mean, I'm just doing an example, a figurative way.
Right.
The professor is the life.
Right.
And it's gonna be harsh on your ass, but you have to really take the lessons, because take this in mind. If you get out. You're gonna become a master, and you have to master and mastering your feelings and how you react to other people's, accusations, judgments, whatever. That's the things that you can control. There's things you cannot control. I mean, let's say,
dude, you're fucking badass, man. That's why I love you, man. That's why I love you.
I love sharing and I always love talking to you. You always bring out, all this kind of fucking weird fucking stuff out of my mind, man. But that's cool.
But controlling your emotions. So when did that happen to you? Like, when do you think you've always been in control of that, or do you think there was one day it said, I have to control this shit. I have to control. Like, you felt like you were in control of your life, or no?
No.
Was there a point? No. But was there a point where shit happened and you were like, "Fuck, I need to do something about," or what?
Well, I always.
How did you learn to control your emotions for someone that? I mean, fuck. And I do this show because I barely learned how to during this. I don't know, these past 2 years. And it's just interesting to me and that's why I fucking do this thing, because I know that there's people like me that I was in that situation that could be watching this shit and saying, "How the fuck? Hey, I want to learn. Hey, I want to learn, Basi. I want to learn how to control my emotions."
It's
how the
hard.
fuck did that happen?
It's hard, and you probably won't, because it's very hard. But because feeling emotions comes from, it's a different thing. But you can control your brain, because your brain is like in a high traffic highway. They put a light to regulate the highway. So let's say all the cars in this highway are your feelings,
right?
And the light, the stoplight, it's your brain. So you have to learn to program that stoplight in order to think about this, to control your feelings.
Right.
If you don't, let's a simple example. You go to the store, and you go up to the cashier, and she's in a bad mood.
Right.
And she does not even in, I mean, not only in a bad mood, but she's gonna be super, super aggressive. She's
Rude,
gonna be rude,
whatever, right.
and she's gonna be racist and whatnot. She's gonna, yeah, she's gonna push all the wrong buttons. She's reading you all along. Este pinche mexicano, este me lo va a chingar.
Okay.
You know?
Got it.
So okay, and then you sense that vibe. You go in with the whatever, the milk and the little quesito, you know, and then you get all beaten up, right?
Right.
And then you have to understand that people that are in a bad mood, the natural state of a person is not being in a bad mood.
Right.
That's not the natural state.
Right.
Bad mood comes with stress, maybe traumas. They were little kids or whatever. Right. So before you just sometimes you can just not control it. You just explode.
Right.
You cannot be beautiful.
You're right. You cannot control your emotions, but you can control your brain.
Yeah. I mean, at least shut your mouth and just say. I mean, I'm not gonna let this fucking chick or this fucking guy with an attitude fuck my day over because I'm in such a great mood, and I mean I have this project. That's another thing. You have to have projects, whatever. Maybe. Whatever, just drawing or
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Speaking about that, like people in a bad mood and whatnot, and that comes to circle to what you actually do. When this dude performs, when he does live shows, I think that's why people pay you to go to your show. So maybe I'm in a shitty mood, but fuck, maybe I had a bad day. I'm going to go see LBASi. So you can transfer that good energy that you have. That maybe it's a depressive song, but no. But I mean, you're there to transfer that energy.
Fucking depress the hell out of this fucker.
Hey man, there's some. I mean, Towns Van Sant there in the back. He's a depressing dude. But I mean, you're not. I mean, but you have depressing songs, but they're not really depressing. You make them funny. I mean, you make me laugh. You transfer that energy, and that can happen.
I transform a depressing subject into a fun,
right?
Something that you can laugh about. That's what I do. That's what I consider myself an alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
So I take something and I transform it.
You turn shit and you turn it into gold.
Yes.
Let me get you a beer. Hang on. That's the cool thing about the show, you can just do anything. Get you a beer.
Thank you. I'm just gonna sip a little bit of spit.
All right. This is interesting because to me, it's good when you work hard and whatnot, but when you make a habit out of something, that's when you really succeed. Like when you make it a habit to write, to make it a habit to go into the studio and really, even if you don't feel like it, but it's already like a habit, like something else you do during the day or something. What are your habits that kind of like really motivate you? Like, what do you do as a habit to like really like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this, make a song and go at it?
Okay. The only my God, man.
Or how do you motivate yourself?
I don't have a certain thing, that pushes the trigger, that triggers me or whatever. I don't have a certain thing. I just go for it. I
more
live,
like a flow.
Yeah. I mean, I wake up.
Like it's already part of you.
Yeah, religiously, I will have my strong coffee. I won't eat anything in the morning. Maybe I'll have lunch at 12. But in the morning is when I get most creative, like around 6 in the morning to 10 in the morning. And then, I don't know, whatever is happening chemically in my body goes down all the levels. So I chill. And then
so what is your morning routine? That's interesting to me.
Just coffee and
you wake up, the first thing you do when you wake up, what do you do? Coffee.
Coffee, man. I drink a lot of coffee, man. I love coffee. I love coffee.
Cool, man. Cool.
How do I get inspired?
I remember
doing these things.
I remember. Yeah. Hell, cheers to that, man.
Yeah, this is inspiring. This is inspiring, man. I mean, you inspire when you create. You inspire when you believe. You inspire more, man, and you transform.
I remember when this dude called me and he says, "Hey, man, what is a good coffee shop that I can go to in Austin? And because I'm here, whatever. And I told you, dude, I don't know, man, because I don't drink coffee anymore. And you said, dude, how did you phrase it? You said it in Spanish. I'm trying to translate it in my head. That's as if you told me that you were now a Christian.
Yeah, man. I mean, something so natural.
Hey, man,
so
are you?
cool.
Hey, we have Christian friends. They're cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against Christianity. I'm against, I'm against people trying to, to turn you into something that, like to see you like if you're lost, right? Hey, Ricky, I see you. If you don't believe in what I believe, you're fucking lost, man. And I'm gonna help you out. And that
doesn't even apply to just Christians. I mean, I'm vegan and or I am into dark sunglasses. And
the thing is, whatever science or a psychiatrist or a psychologist or whatever, right? Wherever that finds reasoning to something and makes it work, they put in God's hands and say whatever they cannot fix, right?
I see.
Or structure with knowledge. They said no, don't worry, God will take care of that. Don't you just go ahead and just whatever, you go to church and He'll take care of you. Don't worry. And that's fine. I mean that if that works for them, that's cool, man. I mean, I'd rather have them going to church than going to prison.
Well, hey, I'm a big fan of that Woody Allen movie, Whatever Works, man.
Whatever works, man. Exactly.
Whatever works, man. So cheers
Salud,
to that, man. All right. Here's an interesting question. What does success mean to you?
That's a great question. Success is subjective. Because I know a lot of people that are very successful and they kill themselves because they're not happy. Success is not going to bring you happiness. And I remember,
but what does that mean, though?
that is very subjective and it's relative.
Got it.
A parasite can be very successful living in your body without you even noticing
I thought, even a human parasite can be successful.
Exactly. And we
doing
are a lot of
nothing.
successful parasites. Yeah, I mean, if you put it in success, success, love, and very big words. Success, love, very big words, very subjective and very
huge. Right. But what does it mean to you?
I don't have that word in my dictionary.
Right? That is interesting. I knew it.
I don't believe in success. I don't believe in that word. I believe in doing what you love. I believe in being patient. I believe in being just still, not waiting for things to happen. I believe in working hard and being focused and put your energy into things that you love. I believe in that. And whatever comes with, along afterwards, before you, after you do whatever, you have a certain time doing, like you said, being writing or making movies or making songs or whatever you do in life. Whatever comes afterwards, it's just what I had to be with.
Part of life.
If it's part of life. If you buy a Lamborghini, if you work hard to buy a Lamborghini, let's say, maybe it's stupid, but well, maybe great things are gonna come afterwards because the Lamborghini is a good car. It's it's fast or whatever. It's gonna take you maybe far. But if you don't work hard, then you just like you build or you're a little junk.
If you're humble, right?
Anything, whatever. Maybe you're not gonna get that far, but it's how you want to manage your life. Some people, they're very, very, very happy living without going anywhere. Actually, there's a documentary or there's an research that showed a scientific research, because scientists, they always researching things.
Right.
And I love fucking scientists. They have all the time in the world. I don't know how they manage their time, but it's cool because I was researching these things. They come out with with these theories and results. And all of these results about happiness is that they found out, people that don't have shit, they're most likely to be happy. And that's an interesting thing, because we tie up to things, and we try and work so hard to keep those things, to maintain a status. But status doesn't mean a level, a quality level. That's not it.
Right.
But the really key point is how much are you working? How hard are you working to maintain a level of happiness in your work, in your life? A level of happiness. That's how you have to work hard for it. And if that means,
how do you maintain it? Okay, I'm sorry.
If that means maintaining a status, well, whatever works for you, and if you have.
What works for you? Yeah.
What works for me? For me,
your happiness.
My happiness. It's I don't have to. I mean, I'm not that selfish. I have two daughters that I love, and
beautiful daughters. They just sounded really cool.
And I have to look out for them first. I have to feel that they are okay with their life.
They're taken care of.
Yeah, they're taken care of. And me, well, I don't really need that much money. I need moments like this. If I would be working my ass off to maintain a status, to maintain a car or whatever, then I wouldn't have time.
Or a trophy wife or whatever.
Or a trophy wife or whatever. I wouldn't have time to do this. This is more enriching, more inspiring, more fulfilling than anything else that I have done in the last year, maybe. You know, and I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a bad parent. Maybe my nature, yeah, maybe. I mean, I should be saying no. Like everyone says, my kids are everything, but that's bullshit. I don't think your kids.
Dude, I really appreciate your honesty, man. No, I mean, really, because a lot of people think that way and wouldn't even admit it.
We are taught.
They're telling that lie.
We are taught to think that way. We are taught to think that way. And to focus on our kids and maybe live our dreams that we didn't fulfill through them.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, but loving your kids not necessarily mean being over them. If they know they have my daughters love me, and they love me, I think, because I let them be just that as my parents did. But I don't ask them for anything. Even I don't tell them. My daughter, they play music, and I don't go, hey, why you haven't learned Mozart? Why you haven't learned this or that? Or when are you gonna play one of my songs?
Right.
Or I don't go and tell bullshit to them. Let them be whatever they want to. If they want to play One Direction songs, that's fine.
Right.
I mean, whatever, I mean, as long as they're happy and they understand that I'm happy, that they're happy, so they're gonna grow with self-confidence level awesome, very high. So that's fine. So I cannot bullshit you and say, oh no, the best times of my life have been with my daughters. That's bullshit. It's not that. That's not the case.
Right.
My daughters have been part of in there. They're going to be part of my life, but that's one piece of the puzzle. Then there's a lot of things that go on in my life that really make my happiness. That's it. That's the answer to your question. Dude,
I love you. Hang on. I got it. No, we can't just cut it there. So, I mean, where do you actually... Damn, man. That was very badass answer, man. Really badass. Wow. That was deep, man. That went deep, man. That went deep.
I don't know what to say,
man. No, but hey, me neither. I'm speechless.
I'm not... I'm here to make art, not friends.
So, okay. Fuck friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said success is not even in your vocabulary, right? So, and you mentioned love. That is also very subjective. So what does love mean to you?
Love, for me, has come... The definition for love that I have come up with, maybe it's a lie. Like a bunch of lies that I tell to myself every day. But anyway, I'm going to share that big lie to you, that it's whatever I find out about love. Since I am a very... the 4-pack. Well, anyway, love...
By the way, thank you for joining us in this. Well, in Mexico we call it a peda, but here we'll call it drinking. Thank you for being our drinking buddy, please. So anyway, what does love mean to you?
Show. Drinking buddies.
Yeah.
Okay. I see love as magnetism.
Magnetism.
Yeah. Magnetism is scientifically speaking.
You did research on this.
I did research on love. I did some research. I haven't done quite a research on love.
Right. Okay. Dude, for me, I fucked it up. But anyway,
don't worry, man. Belgian beer is
bullshit.
for that.
All right.
It's bullshit. Uh, for me, love, humanly speaking, is pure magnetism. But
What does that mean? Magnetism. I mean, I know what magnets
in
are.
a love sense, in a human sense,
Right.
it's just being with someone without doing anything, not even having a conversation, and feeling great, fulfilled. When you find that person, stick to that person.
You can only do this with one person, or
You can do this with a lot of persons.
like for I love you.
Exactly. I mean, this is love. You have to take out of your mind that love in a sexual context.
Right.
Love doesn't necessarily mean sex or anything like that. Love is feeling good with being with someone else, just being. Love is being, and it's difficult when you. We are all in a process of growing, and it's difficult to live with a partner that it's in that process, or you yourself, you're in the same process, because you're gonna, sparks are gonna come out of that relationship, and it's not because they're bad persons or there's no love in them. It's just because
they're just growing in a different path.
Just fucking growing. I mean, you cannot plant 2 trees in the same fucking soil pot, in the same pot.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let themselves grow. They're gonna die.
Dude, you know what I heard today? I heard you're gonna flip, man. You're gonna love this. But I have to bring out this thing that I read, because I even saved it to my phone. Check this out, man. You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Have a swig. Hey, salud.
Salud.
Here's to love.
Great love, man.
All right. If you love a flower, don't pick it up. Because if you pick it up, it dies. And it ceases to be what you love. Right? So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation.
That's it. That's it, man.
Holy shit!
Ahí está el pinche pedo.
All right. A few more questions and that's it, because we have to wrap up. All right, this is interesting, and this pertains to episode.
Are you a homeowner?
This pertains to I forget. It was episode, I think, number 4, where I had a question from a good friend of the show's, Humberto Gloria, and he said, "How do I stop?" Not how do I stop, but how do I deal with criticism? Because he has a YouTube channel about comedy, and it's all crazy, and it's cool and everything. But, you live in a small town, you're going to get shit. But one of the things that I guess I commented about was just to be yourself and just don't give a shit about it. What does it mean for you to be yourself? Like, if you tell, how they tell you, oh, just be yourself, man, and you're like, oh, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean to you? Or what advice actually? What advice would you give to
when someone tells you, hey, just be yourself, is just don't give a fuck. That's really simple. Don't give a fuck. But don't giving a fuck about things that they don't need to be given a fuck. Right? Don't give a fuck about things that don't need to be given a fuck. Mm-hmm. Give a fuck of things that really are important. That matter. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't just go through life. Don't be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
If someone
this matters.
Focus. Yes. Oh, qué rico. No.
I'm sorry.
No, that's...
So anyway.
The Belgium is spilled. Yeah, I had a spill in the oil.
So anyway, continue.
Okay. Oh, this is a great show, man.
It sure is. So anyway, to be yourself.
To be yourself, it's
not give a fuck.
Try to be yourself is not try not to lie to yourself that often. There's beautiful lies. Small lies are beautiful.
Fleetwood Mac, yes.
Don't lie to yourself. Like if you got someone pregnant and you say, I don't need to do what
She's not pregnant.
She's not pregnant. It's not mine.
Right.
Fuck that. I got herpes. She gave me herpes.
Right.
Don't lie to, there's big lies,
Yeah.
There's people that lie big.
Mm-hmm.
They go all the way.
With fucking up.
Fucking up, yes.
Right.
Try not to go all the way lying. Then at least not hurting other people, Not
Yes.
hurting,
Yes.
Hurt yourself the most. I do think you have to suffer in order that to find out about love and self-fulfillment.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: what does the word courage mean to you? Or how do you get courage to get up on stage, to do an album, to get out there?
Courage is a very big word.
That's in your vocabulary, right?
Yeah, it is. Courage is when there's lack of fear.
Lack of fear. Fearless.
Where there's no more to fear, that you fear enough. So that's when you start feeling courageous about things. We all born with fear. Not my daughter.
Right.
But yeah, maybe the past generations we are educated to fear, leaving your job, to fear of being alone, to fear of rejection, so you don't expose yourself, fear of judgment. So you fear a lot throughout your life. But once you challenge yourself to overcome all those fears, like if example you fear being judged, why don't you fucking dress like a clown and go to the 7-Eleven and see how people react to yourself? That's what I've done. That's me.
Huh. And
why don't you just think about silly, stupid things? Let's see how people react to that. They see if they judged you. But, make them hit rock bottom in judging you. So that way they won't have. When you leave them without weapons, they will just surrender.
No, and that was one of the things that I alluded to. Like, dude, if they judge you or whatever, that's more a reflection on them.
Because they have fear. They have fear of exactly doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And
they're just envious that you're being courageous about about doing whatever. And courage goes along with fear.
Yeah.
It's just the opposite, right? So once you're finished with your fear, you start being courageous.
Mm-hmm.
And then you live a life in the middle of being cautious, not fearful, and not too courageous in order for you to get fucking killed.
Yeah. Well, I was reading this book the other day. It was interesting. I can't remember the book, but I will link it up and put a link so you can find the book. Gosh, I don't remember, but it said something, and this is about love. It says, do you know what the opposite of love is? What is the opposite of love? What do you think is the opposite of love? In one word.
In one word, the opposite of love would be for me indifference. Because I don't believe in hate.
Dude, you fucking nailed it, man. Did you read the same fucking book?
No, man, I was just... Maybe yes, the building is connecting us, man. Connecting people. Nokia. Buy a Nokia. Are you a homeowner?
Dude, no. And just like totally just... I was like, holy shit, that's true. Because hate is like, it's like whatever, you can deal with hate. Like, who cares, right? But with indifference, when people just... Oh, why did you say indifference?
Because there's no worse thing than hate, that indifference. Indifference stops civilization from evolving. Mm-hmm. Because you're indifferent to a lot of things.
Even at a smaller scale, well, I'm a filmmaker. If you don't know, I'm a filmmaker. And I made...
And a very good one.
Thank you. And my last film was called Ash Wednesday Capítulo 1. A lot of people actually hate it, but I love that because dude, or even in a relationship, if the girl hates you, that's way better than she not caring, or the audience not caring about your film, or you know what I'm trying to say. I think it's like way worse, because I think even hate is almost like a form of love.
Of course,
yeah.
Love, hate is it's the lubricant of love.
Right?
Yeah, you have to hate in order to love, and it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, because yeah.
I mean, you don't. Hate is a feeling, and
Right.
feelings are love, are magnetism.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. But fucking indifference. I mean, you can fight hate,
Right.
showing love, but you cannot fight indifference. How can you make someone stop being indifferent of something, to care about something, if he doesn't believe, he doesn't have faith? How can you inject faith in someone about something that is gonna take you to another level of spiritually speaking, or consciously speaking, or whatever, if he's indifferent? Indifferent is to talking like to a mannequin.
Yeah, because he
Fucking
doesn't care.
mannequin.
Somebody that doesn't care.
Yeah.
So, okay, where can people find you? You have a Facebook page, right?
Yeah, Facebook.com /
Homeowners!
/ L, as in low boy.
Yeah, we'll put the graphic of that.
Yeah, okay.
It's right there, yeah. So
That's
it's
it.
LBASi, right?
And you can find out all my songs. Unfortunately, for you guys that are watching this show in English, all my songs are in Spanish. But I promise, maybe I'll do something.
Dude,
in
music
English.
is music, man.
I'll do like a Follow Basi album or something. Follow Basi.
No. And yeah, the SoundCloud, and we'll link everything up in the description.
Final words. Don't.
But you're on Spotify
Yeah.
and iTunes and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's all my albums are in iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, or whatever.
All right, cool.
Oh yeah. Actually, you hold on. I mean, it's not bad to hold on to the things that make you happy. And if the things that make you happy are the things that you live when you were in your teen years, so it's fine, man. I mean, you can be 60 and keep on doing those things that make you happy, man. So if you found out about those things when you were a teen, that's fine, man. Just fucking keep on doing it.
Do it.
Ven conmigo, hagamos una lumbre. Recordemos cuando llegamos. Recordemos los momentos que nos hacen vivir. Recordemos las historias que vivimos bien. En la historia de la vida, vivir para recordar y vivir nuevas historias después para contar. Tú y yo, tenemos mucho que contar. Tú y yo, tenemos mucho por qué brindar. Y es nuestra ilusión.